Boom! Moderna is absolutely skyrocketing today, hitting its highest level since 2024. Investors are loving their latest pipeline showcase. Here's the latest from Reuters. Moderna surged to its highest level since 2024 after showcasing its development pipeline at a recent investor event, sparking a major rally. Huge move. Paymentus is rallying over 10% as the payment sector heats up. A firm's massive new merchant expansion is driving sector-wide momentum. Here is the scoop from Zacks. Affirm Holdings partnered with Backcountry to expand installment payment options, driving transaction volume expectations and boosting payment processing peers. Incredible! Robinhood is pushing over 5% higher today. Traders are piling into a high-yield tech income ETF as the platform sees massive activity. Here's the breakdown from 24/7 Wall Street. Robinhood traders are flocking to the FEPI covered call ETF to capture high yields on megacap tech, signaling strong active retail interest. Look at this breakout. Uber is racing up over 5%. Public disclosures show massive call option bets from Nancy Pelosi worth up to $6 million. Here is the news from MoneyWise. Nancy Pelosi disclosed purchasing up to $6 million in call options on Uber and Intel, signaling highly bullish sentiment on the ride-sharing giant. Brutal drop. Bloom Energy is crashing over 18% today. Despite its rapid expansion into powering AI data centers, the stock is seeing a massive pullback. Here is the analysis from Motley Fool. Bloom Energy stock dropped over 18% in a major pullback, despite its strong trajectory as a premier clean power provider for high-demand AI data centers. Sliding down, Vita Coco is tumbling over 10%. The consumer staples play is lagging behind its sector peers as investors rotate elsewhere. Here is the report from Zacks. Vita Coco shares fell over 10% as analysts evaluate its year-to-date performance against other top-performing companies within the consumer staples sector. Microsoft is showing absolute dominance, climbing nearly 6% today. Even as chipmakers take a breather over rising storage and memory costs, the software giant is holding strong. Here's the latest from Yahoo Finance. Semiconductor and memory stocks retreated due to rising storage costs, while mega-cap software leaders like Microsoft showed resilient gains. Unbelievable momentum. BlackBerry is surging over 10%. Their latest earnings completely crushed expectations, with massive growth in secure communications and QNX software. Here's the breakdown from Zacks. BlackBerry reported Q1 fiscal 2027 earnings of 4 cents per share, beating consensus estimates and generating 26% year-over-year revenue growth. Under pressure, Alphabet is slipping nearly 2% as the market calculates the massive price tag of the AI boom. High chip costs are raising questions about big tech profitability. Here is the report from Yahoo Finance. Micron's blowout earnings highlights the rising costs of building AI infrastructure, raising profitability concerns for big tech buyers like Alphabet. Check out this rebound. Netflix is climbing over 4% today. The stock is trying to bounce back after plunging 45% from its peak to a 4-year technical low. Here is the analysis from Guru Focus. Netflix stock posted a 4% gain, attempting to recover from a brutal 45% decline that had pushed it below key moving averages. Brutal nosedive. Western Digital is cratering over 13%. Memory and storage stocks are leading a broad semiconductor retreat as memory cost concerns spook investors. Here's the story from Yahoo Finance. Western Digital fell over 13% as memory and storage stocks led a sector-wide semiconductor decline driven by concerns over rising production costs. Here's a rapid snapshot of the top volume and momentum leaders across the market. And before we close, here's a quick look at the remaining market titans. Fascinating rally. Embecta is surging over 12%. Completely defying a brutal target cut from Bank of America as medtech sentiment softens. This is a classic sell-the-news squeeze. Here's the scoop from Insider Monkey. Bank of America cut Embecta's market analysis to $3 on medtech sector concerns, but the stock rallied over 12% in a sharp momentum move. Steady gains. Fidelity National is ticking higher by nearly 2%. They've just launched a new platform to fully automate secondary commercial loan trading. Here's the update from Insider Monkey. Fidelity National Information Services launched the Trade and Distribution Manager platform to automate secondary loan trading workflows and reduce operational friction.